Mr. Clark, please.
Thank you, Madam President. Just 2 points from the original text, which I haven't got with me, but I can remember the points. At the end of it, it talked about supporting fishing communities. They're really self-supporting. Down the ages, fishermen have operated, have brought their stuff home, and the communities in which they live are, for the most part, if you look at the map of Europe, rather small communities. There are some bigger fishing ports, yes, but a very great number of them are smallish fishing ports where everybody seems to depend upon the fishing community. And that, of course, in its turn, generates tourism. And so the whole of the support for that community is dependent upon the fishing, and all they need is proper support from the legislative point of view. That takes me to the beginning of the document which we had yesterday, where this initiative talks about supporting the common fisheries policy. But the CFP is a disaster. Since it was introduced in 1973, fish stocks have declined to an alarming level, so that now in several areas there is a destruction, a disaster. There are hardly any fish to be found in some regions. And that's all down to the CFP with its disastrous policy of discards, where in many places fishermen are throwing overboard dead as much fish as they catch due to the ridiculous quota system. We need to get back to what fishing always was. That is to say, fishing in national waters, where, down the ages, fishermen have looked after the stocks, rendered them, in your terms, sustainable, so they've handed their activity, their skills, on down the generations. Now, you may not like the historical or even the Great Britain context, so let me point you in the direction of two current European countries which heavily depend upon fishing, Norway and Iceland. Neither of those are in the European Union. In both cases, they therefore do not adopt the CFP. They have their own rules, regulations and systems. And there, the fishing communities and the fishing stocks are thriving very well. Earlier this year, Norway reported that the stocks of fish were rising, and especially the spawning season was going very well, and very many species were spawning in greater number than ever before. If you look at Iceland, you will find that they too ban discards. In the UK, very, very little fish is now really being caught, and yet there's plenty of fish in our shops. It has come from Iceland. They have maintained and supported their own fishing waters because they're outside the EU. And what we have to do is to get rid of the common fisheries policy, certainly its most disastrous part, the discarding of fish dead back into the sea. And I therefore oppose this report all the way through. Thank you very much.